this is how you water down shit so it don't be watered down. You fucking get whatever it is you trying to get, then you use it the way you know to use it. Then you check to see if you're using it correctly. That's not watering it down, but you're getting the chance to use it and make mistakes if you're going to make some mistakes. And it clarifies you, whereas watering shit down makes you avoid making mistakes.
You wanna end yourselves. You're depressed, you're sad, you're lonely, and then here's the key of their drug they laying on you. What do y'all say? How do I get my girl back? How do I get the relationship back? You don't want her back. You want the feeling she gave you because you couldn't give it to yourself. And that's why all these things are going wrong with a lot of you guys, based off the fact that y'all ain't learning the motherfucking game the way you should be.
You learn so much at SW. For instance, we cover things like timing and flow. Without those two things clicking, you will never catch that woman you after. Timing has to do with how fast or how slow your conversation is coming out your mouth. And flow has to do with how you phrase your statements, so the words will flow clearly from your mouth. It's imperative that you have a spiel that introduces or brings the conversation in.
Regardless of what the woman says, or what, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, because he sees himself as a prize. And gentlemen, if you don't see yourself as a prize, you will always run behind women. You will always run behind pussy. It's just a rule of the game, dog. It's just how it is. But what I'm saying to all you guys out there that's important, guys, again, is that the thing is that you have to have some kind of a composure in yourself and a belief in yourself that most of you guys just don't have. The man, or what I tell you, the villain, the guy that gets the woman to want to fuck him and want to be with him, he understands that the real allure and magnetism, again, is not trying to bombard somebody, as I was telling you guys before. It is all about the element of his appeal that he has and holds to himself.
You can if you want to, but I wouldn't just start hitting on the bitch. No, I got 4 or 5 things of interest to me that I'm going to say to her, and her interest with these things is going to tell me if I should talk to this bitch or not. I got a plan for everything. I have a plan for everything. So if you don't, you better get with it. You got to have these initial lines, and you got to be able to spin them smoothly. I teach my students to expect to win. In anything you're doing, expect to goddamn win. If it's about eating breakfast with some partners, still, I ain't trying to be the first one finished, but I'm expecting to win at that. I don't really know anything that I would do that I wouldn't expect to win. And I always do, because I'm expecting no more than what I can do.
Your reality versus the reality we're trying to put you into are worlds apart. Okay? There is no failure in my world. I keep telling you, y'all don't fail. You never fail in your new reality. But when you have an expectation of pussy and you don't get what you want, you see it as a failure because you labeled it as failing.
Kicking game with Rosebud Dean on the scene, breaking down the play, learning what it means. Picking up women, got the scheme locked in. Macking so hard, got your head in a spin. Rolling in the whip, bass thumping real hot. 808 bumping, every line's a plot. Teaching all the moves, slick talk, straight facts. Confidence so high, ain't no looking back. Game tight, never fumble, understand. Mental playbook, always got the upper hand. Picking up smooth talk, know the plan. King of the scene, no one else can. Mic checking, Dean preaching from the stage. Rosebud smooth, charisma never age. Trap the bass, hearts race, every bar's a sage. Breaking down the code, living in the mage.
What's going on, Rosebud?
Dean, what's happening with you, man?
I cannot call it. It's another day. It's Monday here, guys. We're here to chop up this game to help you guys out with women dating and relationships. And today's show, we're going to be talking about 7 mindsets that destroy men. But before we start, Bud, what's going on with you? How you been, brother? What's going on?
Man, I've been good, man. I'm just, Dean, ever since I became a grandpa, man, I've been settled down, just being cool.
Just being cool. Just being laid back in the cut, huh?
Man, I'm telling you, it's the best feeling in the world for me.
Yeah, it is a great feeling, man. It is. All right, guys. So we're gonna chop it up, guys.
You know what else is a great feeling?
What's that, brother?
Understanding what the hell we finna talk about today.
yeah.
Brothers, man, a lot of them don't realize that, what's going on right now can be avoided.
Oh, absolutely. It absolutely can. Yes. And that's what we're talking about. Guys, if you guys have a question, please put a queue, ask your questions. Lines are open. We'll be here for 2 hours for you guys chopping up this game. But there's something happening right now inside a lot of the minds of these guys out here, and they don't even know it. And it's not but lack of money or looks or anything or height. They don't understand it's a mindset. And it is something that is slowing them down, especially when it comes to relationships and women and things like that. And this mindset is why these young men feel anxious around women. They can't hold their interest, Bud. They sit there settling for women that they don't even want, man. What say you on that right there, Bud?
Well, first and foremost, I totally agree about the mindset.
Yes.
As far as the disease aspect of it, what it is. It's eating you up, eating your confidence up, eating everything about you as far as outwardly, eating it up, and it's making you settle. It's making you settle for what's left over. You don't feast with the kings, you feast with the leftovers.
Yeah. And it seems like they're struggling right now. If you notice, Bud, luckily for you and I, we didn't have social media when we were out there. Can you imagine what it would be like if we had social media when we were young in our younger days?
Well, right now it would be a hell of a lot better because, see, we would have made the mistakes that they're making now, but we would have corrected the mistakes.
Yes.
We would have lived in the mistakes.
Exactly.
It's that nice guy mentality. Everybody want to be a nice guy. All the dudes want to be liked by all the women they talk to, and it just don't work that way.
Yeah, it's weird, but I was telling people, women don't have to like you to smash. Women don't have to like you to give up ass and everything. I don't think people get it all wrong. It's like, they sit around, Bud, and they listen to all these gurus, right? They listen to people on TikTok and everything, telling them how tall you have to be, telling them how you shouldn't talk to women and all these other things. And it kind of confuses these young men out here because a lot of these young men, they want relationships. They want to be with women. But if they're watching information telling them how bad women are, it kind of messes up with their mindset. What say you, man?
Hey, the thing is, man, they explain to you about, the bad woman and how fucked up it is to be chasing these women, but they don't explain to them what makes them do it in the first place. The lack of respect for yourself and the lack of respect for what you stand for is what even gets you into chasing them kind of women, man, because you don't have no standards.
None whatsoever. And I just want y'all guys to know, if y'all got a question, please put a queue. Lines are open. And I know a lot of these guys, Bud, are trying to always say the right thing. I know that a lot of these guys are scared of rejection and things like that. But the thing is that, like you're saying, like, they don't trust their value. You know what I mean? They don't look at themselves as valuable. But I mean, when you go out there, Bud, you can see the value that you have in yourself. You see, you know what I mean?
You got to establish your value, man. People ain't gonna just see it. Of course, you could have on some nice clothes and they'll see that, but those are clothes. That has nothing to do with your actual value. The way you represent yourself, the way you are in conversation, all of that represents your value.
Yes, and no, absolutely right. And the beautiful and the rough and tough truth of all this is that women don't reject people because they're nice. There's nothing wrong with Bud. We're nice people. There's nothing wrong with that. They reject these guys because they look at them like prey. They don't see power in the person. The way they think, they don't see they don't feel dominance. They don't feel authenticity, but they don't feel assertiveness. They feel someone that is passive and things. But what say you, Bud?
Well, they see and they can feel that this person is pretending. This person is not who he's actually acting like he is. Otherwise, if you were confident, you wouldn't have to act confident, and it wouldn't come off like it did. Comes off so fake. You can hear the power words or statement they're making, but the actions they should behind the words are not there.
Okay, I'll give you a prime example. Now, this person right here, I listen to what he's saying, and everything's a teachable lesson for all you guys out here. This is why what I just said, pray versus power. Let's look at this statement he's saying. Are you going to tell us how to get women on social media dating apps? No, motherfucker. We don't get, okay, but I don't think they understand with the game. We don't get women. They get us.
And we certainly don't go on no damn app searching for them.
Yes, we don't search for them. If we going on there, we're just presenting ourselves. And the fact, you got to look at how you guys think about yourselves. And this is so weak. What? Okay, wait. Whatever your name is, we give you information week in and week out for free, and you're not even utilizing the free shit that we're giving you. Then you have the nerve to say, are we going to tell you how to get women? You don't know how to get a woman. You don't know how to present yourself. You're prey. And your mindset and the way you think about yourself is why women don't want to be with you.
That's the main reason they don't want to be with these men, because these dudes don't realize how weak they are. Everything they say represents weakness. Every move they make represents weakness. Yeah. They do nothing based on strength. And I don't see how a woman is supposed to like you if you're weak.
Right, you weak, but now what? Now, dog, look, we're not trying to get on you, but come on, dog. I have got a girlfriend before. Dog, we won't look, dog. Don't ever say anything else in any chat that I'm in again, or I'm gonna kick you out.
Why don't you just call in?
No, exactly. Because I cannot, people like this is the problem, man. They're right, Sir Charlie. This is crazy. Telling us you got women before. If you get women before, why are you asking us this ignorant ass dude? Don't say anything else. And if I see you say anything else, you might as well just all right. Yeah, you just said something. You gotta get the fuck out. Anyway, but like I said before, oh shit. Wait, I put the wrong guy out. Ghost, I'm sorry, Ghost. I'll bring you back in. My bad. I'm sorry, Ghost. I'll bring you back in. I kicked the wrong guy out. Sorry, Ghost.
You got to kick the right guy out.
You got to kick the right guy out, man. My bad, Ghost outside. I'll bring you back in. Hold on, let's get this question right here, bud. I'll get you, Ghost outside. Hold on. Ghost outside. Let me get this question right here. All right, so go ahead, bud. He says, I've been dating my girlfriend for a year now, and she forgot her phone in the car, and I went through her phone video text message, and I'm torn inside. I will meet her today and call it quits.
Hey, man, see, the thing about that, he went through her phone. Now, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't, but I don't think you should. I don't think you should be weak like that. You know, that's a sign of weakness, man. And you're asking for something that you really don't want to see. So soon as you see it, in my version of this, it's supposed to fuck you up because you was looking for something to fuck you up.
Yeah, here's the thing that bothers me the most is that if you notice, he's saying I'm dating her, she's not dating him. Number one. Number two is that what is wrong with you people where you're going through somebody's phone without her consent? If and T, whatever your name is, TZ, if she's listening to this show, she should dump you and put a restraining order out on you because men don't do that. You did okay. We're talking about mindsets here, bud. I mean, we're going off there, but let's look at how broken you are, young man, and the fact that you're going through her phone. And I know you're torn inside, but young man, the problem is the insecurity. You're the reason why she's talking to other people. Bud, what say you on this, man?
Man, that shit comes out in at times when you're not expecting it to come out. That weakness, that jealousy, that insecurity. You
Yes.
know, and as far as him talking about he's gonna see her later today and cut it off or whatever and call it quits or something. He ain't gonna call nothing quits. What he's already done is accepted that she ain't really wanting to fuck with him. He should have accepted that before he did all this searching. Because if you think you gotta look through her phone, you don't need to be fucking with her no way.
Exactly. If you feel that you gotta look through a woman's phone, then that says a lot about your character and why most of y'all guys. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be talking about today. Guys got questions, we got y'all covered and everything like this, but they're wondering why women don't like them, bud. Okay.
They don't think like a man that a woman would like.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
they think exactly like the men that women don't like. The insecurity, the drawing to them because you just met them outside and they God, you're the best thing that happened to me today. I mean, this woman got to be thinking, man, what the fuck kind of life do this dude have if he
Right.
just met me and I'm the best thing that ever happened to him?
Yeah, we have a call. Area code 518, sir. What's your name and what's your question, sir?
Yeah, so you can call me Track. Can you hear me?
Okay, wait, sir, wait. All right. Speak up a little bit. You sound like you're on your stomach. Speak up a little bit, okay?
Yeah, I'm sitting up. It's none of that, but yeah, can you hear me clearly now?
Okay, yeah. Okay, how old are you, buddy?
19.
Okay, so are you the one with the message that you're the one that asked us about this woman here?
Oh no, but
Okay.
that like when you guys were talking about it, it inspired me to call because I just got on.
Okay, so what's going on, buddy? What's your question? What's going on, buddy?
No, yeah, so I've been through a lot in life. And
Okay,
I'm not
wait, sir. Wait, time out. Young man, you're 19. You haven't been through anything. What do you mean been through a lot? Have you been through war?
I've been through too much, but I'm saying like I've been through a lot of like.
Okay, young man, listen to me. We're going to listen to your question and everything, but we've got to teach the class as well. You haven't gone through anything. Have you gone through what? Have you gone through what? Dragons and zombie apocalypse? What have you gone through that is so major in your life that you feel that you've gone through a lot, buddy?
The streets,
Sir.
having to.
Wait, where are you from? Wait, where are you from? Where are you from?
My family or myself?
Yourself. Where are you? Are you in America right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on the streets right now, or do you live in an apartment or a house?
No, I'm at an apartment now, but I'm saying like being from this, like literally from the streets, no roof, no nothing, like drinking water off me. Like it's been a lot, but that's not the point of what I'm trying to call for. Well, what I'm trying to call for is like having that resilience being built up from all my experiences.
Hey, bro, you sound beat up. You sound defeated.
Yeah.
You sound like you have nothing to live for. So how are you expecting to feel that way about yourself or about things you're doing when you make yourself feel like you sound?
I don't make myself. Nah, I'm not talking
You
about
don't
feeling.
think you do,
I'm
but
not.
you
I'm not
do.
trying to think how I
Hey,
Caller,
feel
hey,
stop,
about
caller, caller,
you
listen.
don't think you do, but you
Right.
do.
You
And,
do.
and you do it by accepting that weak ass delivery in your voice. You know,
Yes.
that the defeated sound. All of that plays on your mentality, man. You could believe it or not.
Right. And whatever you're putting out, you have to understand when a woman hears, okay, listen, watch this. Bud and I are not attracted to you whatsoever, but we can recognize in you what women are going to recognize in you, and they're going to see somebody that has no leadership skills, that's defeated, like you lost your dog or something like that, and you're miserable. So why would a woman that's looking for fun and excitement want to be around somebody that sounds like he's defeated, sir?
right. And I agree. I think the first thing that I would have to do first is notice it within myself
You
first. Like
can't.
how do I?
You can't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we always keep trying to tell you about the game before I throw it to Bud. You can't, you only seep to the level of your thinking. So, how are you going to fix yourself when you're the one poking holes in your boat? You're the one grabbing water out the ocean and dumping it in your boat. And then you're turning around complaining why my boat is sinking. You can't fix it because
No, wait, hold on, wait, Steve. I'm not complaining. I'll
no,
let
I'm
that
not. No. I'm
be
not
clear.
saying you're complaining. I'm saying you sound okay, Bud. Okay, I don't think you would listen to me. Listen. If a woman talks to you, she is not going to want to date or see you or talk to you because you're
No,
depressed.
wait,
You're
Steve,
depressive.
no, Steve. That is not the issue right
Okay,
now.
what is your
That
question?
I
Now
have
let's
to
get to
look
your
at.
question.
Yeah,
Let's get to your question. What is your question?
yeah,
What is your
yeah.
question?
The issue is self. The issue is finally coming out of that situation, coming out of all the major stresses in my life. Because there's always gonna be stress, but the major stresses. I'm not. I love women. Don't get it twisted. I love women, but the work on self needs to be done first before I even worry about women. Because
Oh my
as you
God.
said, they're gonna.
You're not.
What happened?
Okay, sir. We're undefeated in this, and you're not listening. You're trying to
What
tell us
what
what,
what what do you think I'm trying to ask you?
sir. Okay, big dog. I know what you're trying to ask you, but we're looking at something bigger now. Okay. Before I throw
Okay.
the Bud, we're looking at something bigger now. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. You are poison to a woman because you are
Wait,
broken.
Steve,
Oh my God.
self, not not. I'm like women come,
Hey,
yes,
hey, bro. Can you check how long you on here talking and you haven't even stated your goddamn problem? That you keep going over, oh, I want to state my problem, but you never do. What the fuck is your
no,
problem?
look,
If you ain't got no problem with
wait.
women, what is your problem?
What is your problem?
Self
We know, and we're telling
perspective.
you, but
Yeah,
you
Telling
won't
you about self and you keep talking about
how are
it,
we gonna
that's
fix
not
something
the
we're talking
problem.
about women?
caller. We're saying to you that I know you're trying to get women.
No, well, yes,
I
but
know. Wait, wait, wait,
self
wait,
is
wait, wait, wait,
first.
wait, wait.
Self is always
But
before
I'm
women.
trying.
You
But
know this.
wait. But I'm trying to explain to you that you are broken. You are not exciting. You are that ride that there's a little. Okay, have you ever been to an amusement park?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
he's the swing.
Well, no, he's worse than the swings, bud. When you go to a amusement park, there's two areas you can go to. There's the mighty roller coaster called Rosebud and Steve that has 90-foot drops. You, on the other hand, are in the Kittyland section that says you got to be this tall to get in. The ride goes like 2 miles an hour in a small little circle so the parents can take pictures of their kids. We're saying that you're bland, basic, and boring and broken.
Hey, you project weakness.
Weakness.
When if you was talking to a woman sounding like you sound, you would be projecting, I'm a broken man, I've been defeated. You don't want to fuck with me. That's how you sound. And that's how you make yourself think, and you don't believe it, because if you did believe it, or if you did do better, you wouldn't sound like you sound. That's the first thing that woman is going to notice about you, how you sound. And you sound broken.
Right. And real quick, caller, hold on, wait. Let me explain something to y'all guys. Sir, let me explain something to you, big dog. Women are not going to show you motherfuckers mercy. Wait, we do. Let me explain something to you guys. I don't think y'all understand something. So make sure you guys have a little card and put it in your pocket protector. And then when you see a woman, pull the card out and say, hey, look, I've had struggles in my life. Please be easy on me. Life doesn't work that way, motherfucker. This is why y'all lose. Y'all want, listen. We're not being hard on him, but you got to understand, women don't give a fuck about you. They look. You are either the guy or you're a bitch. That's it. There's no middle ground. So what you're saying is that you want us to take it easy on him, but okay, now I'm going to tell you, have a little card in your little pocket protector, and every woman you give it to, tell them about your poor, miserable ass life and say, please go easy on me because I'm miserable and I'm sad. You think women going to do that shit, bud? The fuck is wrong?
No, I don't think so, man, and neither should he. And
God,
what he don't understand is if you're a caller, if you're trying to do better, if you're trying to get some help, you got to understand the people you talking to see things you don't see.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on.
Caller. Listen, caller. Please listen.
How can you be up on all the things you're saying you up on, and you have to call in?
He ain't up on it.
I'm saying, man, you ain't up on none of the shit you saying you up on, man.
So
I ain't said I'm up on anything.
Okay, caller.
That's number
one. Man, you said you ain't tripping about broads, man. You said you ain't.
Caller, stop. Caller, please stop. Listen, just listen to me, buddy. Okay, we got you. Listen. All right, let me explain something to you. Okay, let me explain something to you. All right. Where are you from? What are you African?
I'm Haitian.
Okay, Haitian. Where are you from? Okay, you're from Haitian. You speak Creole? You French? Wait, what? You speak French?
Haiti.
Haiti.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of French. So, if Rosebud and I can speak a pinch of French, but not much. If Rosebud and I came to you trying to talk French to you, who kind of understands French, would you not correct us?
Yeah, I would notice it.
You would know, right. You would notice it. But if we kept saying "vous plaît, vous voir, vous," you be like, no. Right.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So this is what we're trying to do to you right now. We're trying to help you, but you keep talking, and because you keep talking, what you're saying is not going to carry any weight to people who know more than you do in the subject you're looking for. Does that make any sense, big guy?
Yes.
Right.
So that means, buddy, it's all good. So that means that you got to listen more than you speak, because in your mind, you think what you're saying is valuable. It's only valuable to you, but to anybody else outside of you, it falls. Right. You see, young man? See how that works? So we're going to help you. We got you covered, but sometimes I know you want to explain yourself, but here's the crazy thing about the game. The moment you open your mouth, you've already explained yourself, buddy. That's the thing. So, Bud, what say you on that, Bud?
Hey, that's what I'd be trying to get these guys to understand. Don't nobody have to mess with you every day. Don't nobody have to know you personally.
Yep.
Don't nobody have to have any of that to know who you are once you open your mouth. A person with some game ain't hardly listening to what you're saying other than to judge it and see if you to be fucked with or not, because you would not be fucked with, man. Your partners, do you have any partners? I doubt it. Do you?
Oh, you asking me? I thought You asked
I'm
me,
asking
do I
you,
have
man.
what?
Do you?
Do I have what?
Have any partners? You have any of your boys? You have friends or anything?
Yeah, I got one homeboy, but other than that, no.
See what I'm saying, man? I told you I doubted, which meant you didn't have no goddamn friends, which meant I knew that from listening to your goddamn voice. You sound sad. Ain't nobody gonna be around you, man.
Right.
Well, okay, I agree, but contrary to that, it's more of a. I think it's a decision that I made on myself.
Who
Like
give a
pushing
fuck?
people away.
Don't nobody care about that bullshit.
People don't care.
No,
People
no, yeah,
Who
I'm
cares
not. I'm
about
just
why
saying.
you like
I'm
you
just
are?
saying,
Hey,
like
hey,
the
bro,
reason why I only
bro,
have one homeboy is
bro,
because.
call
don't
it.
nobody care about why you are like you
Yeah,
are.
call it.
They
Stop.
just
Yeah.
care that you
Okay,
are.
okay.
Yeah, they just care that you are, buddy. It's a whole different ball color.
They
Okay,
just
listen.
care that you are, man. They don't care why. They don't care what happened to you. If something happened to you, you should have changed if you outside.
Yeah, in our minds, young man, a lot of
Yeah,
us, a lot of us
yeah,
feel,
I guess
caller,
you.
young man, in our mind, a lot of us feel that we're important. And in our mind, a lot of us feel like the world needs to hear all of our plights and everything to understand us. And what Butter and I are trying to tell you is that no one gives a fuck. And that's what we're trying to say to you. So everything that you're talking about reinforces what we're saying, because as a man, you're trying to force yourself on people, not in a bad way, versus
Right.
we don't force ourselves on women. We're already explained by the way we think about ourselves. You see what I'm saying? We don't have to
Right.
say,
So like
yeah,
game has like an accent basically.
well,
Well,
no,
not
it's a
basically,
no, it's a
but game has like an accent.
no, it's a mentality, it's a mindset. Like this is what we're talking about. Bud doesn't have to say, hey, you know what? I'm Rosebud Bitterdose. I've been a pimp for da 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 da, and I used to do this. He doesn't have
Yeah.
to say that. He can just say, how you doing? And see that right
And it's
there?
inside
That
to
right,
okay.
that little statement will carry so much weight, because a woman can feel what he's saying. Then it explains his old. He doesn't have to talk about anything, because this is what most young men don't understand. If I throw it a bud, women notice that guy because they don't notice it, because there's so, and no disrespect, young man, and please, we appreciate you, but no, listen,
I
no,
appreciate
I don't,
every word that's being said
right,
for real.
but I want
Thank
you to
you.
hear this.
Yeah.
The reason why, if I throw the bud, she can feel Rosebud's words and everything, is because she meets so many guys like you all day, every day. It's very rare that she meets someone that actually believes in himself. Rosebud believes in himself. So when he speaks as a man that believes in himself. Does that make sense? But what say you, my brother?
Yeah.
And what comes out, what comes off, is what she actually wants. If she made a list of what she want to see in a guy that she meeting and she like, she would list just about everything about me, because I'm not quiet. I'm not reserved because I'm afraid to be heard. And none of the shit you sound like, man. You know, you can't explain yourself. You can't even go into it. You can't say like, no, man, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this. And say what you're talking about. You can't even do that kind of shit, man. People notice that stuff when they're talking to you, and that's what tells them who you are.
Does that make any sense, buddy?
In part, beginning to understand it. In part,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think one thing that I'm really take away from it is that instead of trying to explain, prove, like try to give myself a platform, the platform should be set from the first word that I
There
say.
you go. See that right there, young man? Progress. Exactly.
Hey, you should be your platform, bro.
You should be exactly.
Exactly.
Yes,
The
that's what
platform, the
we're saying.
player, the
Hey,
board, the
man,
fence,
hey
the
man,
court.
man, listen,
Yeah.
the mistake you making is that nice guy bullshit that we was getting ready to talk about, Dean.
Yeah, yeah. We were about
You
to
know,
talk about.
he's the nice guy.
Can
You
we
want
go into it? Well,
everybody to go with what he's
yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that one of the things that you do is, one of your mindset is that you put women above yourself.
You what? Elaborate. Because
Well,
I don't disagree, but I just want to hear
well,
like
the
why, not
elaboration
why,
is
but like
how you
what,
feel
like.
about yourself, like we've been saying. There, okay, listen. The thing about the game, man, before I throw the bud, is that most of you guys out here, you have no social skills because you choose not to create them. You don't create a life for yourself to enjoy your life. I mean, being by yourself like Bud and I will do. A woman doesn't define Bud and a woman doesn't define me. They're like a perk. I don't need a woman to be happy. I'm happy.
Yeah,
Bud is happy.
yeah,
But unfortunately, because you're not happy with yourself, you're looking for what you call your person, your yin to your yang, or whatever they say, or whatever.
Yeah.
You're looking to connect yourself to somebody. Now, for a lot of young men at your age, you want to take the umbilical cord out of mommy, and then you're looking to put it into a woman that kind of not represents your mommy, but makes you feel like your mommy used to make you feel. So you're kind of looking.
yeah, Oedipus complex and like shit like that. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But what say you, big dog? Before I continue, what say you?
Well, I'm just glad he's starting to hear, man. Because he might have a chance to change all this shit. It only takes hearing something and believing it, and then executing it. You ain't got to wait till next week or nothing like that. If you believe what you're hearing, execute that shit.
Yeah, there was something that you said that we were talking about, that guy looking through a woman's phone that made you call in. What was that thing, buddy?
Oh no! I didn't comment yet. I didn't comment. Cause remember from the first moment I said I called, I said it inspired. Like when y'all was debriefing it, I was inspired by it, but I didn't actually comment into the queue yet. I just called right in.
Okay, so how can we help you? Because we got to move with Joe. How can we help you? What is your question that we can help you with, buddy?
How do I speak less is more?
How do you speak what?
How do you speak less is more?
Yeah. I don't know if you get what I mean by that.
You mean that meaning that when Bud introduces himself, he speaks more when he says less versus you talking more and saying nothing. Is that what you're saying?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Hey, bro, you got to stop worrying about that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put together whatever it is you want to say, and then that's what it is. And however long it takes, of course, you don't want to take too long, but however long it takes doesn't come into play, because what you have to say is more important than the time this motherfucker got than anything else. So you got to start looking at yourself as a valuable person. It's like any lawyer you go to, the more valuable he think he is, the more he gonna cost per hour. So if you willing to pay this lawyer $250 an hour, you kind of know his background and you believe in his work. Now you got to believe in you that much. You that lawyer, you can charge $250. If you don't believe you that lawyer and you can charge $250, you'll never charge $250 and you'll never get that prestige mentally.
Right. And this is gonna be a tough question, young man. I'm gonna ask you, okay? And I just want you to take a moment to think.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. You got this, young man. You got this. I know you got this. So why do you want to do what you're saying? For what? What is the main purpose of why you want to do what you want to do? You want to talk less and say more. Why is that? For what purpose? Now, is this dealing with women? Yeah, your honesty is okay. Thank you. There you go. There you go. All right, there you go. See, there you go.
It's not just dealing with women, but
it's cool.
Women is definitely on the list. Yeah, for sure.
Right. So what's happening is, okay, so now we're getting somewhere, young man, and I'm proud of you. You got this. I know sometimes y'all want to talk a lot, but now we get to it's good. You're good.
Hey, brother, you just was asking how do you say less and say more? And you're doing it right now.
You're doing it right now, big dog.
You're doing it right now. You don't have to do all that goddamn talking when you being real.
Yeah. You were like,
you don't have to convince us of shit when you being real. All you gotta do is say it, and we gonna hear the realness in it.
And that was real. Versus, you know what? I was on an island and I had to eat fish
all
and
that bullshit,
other stuff, and I was being chased by this and that.
Bro, do that less and more? Do that make sense to you now?
I can only say beginning because I can't say, yeah, I know it for sure because I just started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like a baby. Like I just started crawling.
You do
But
have to start
absolutely,
crawling.
I'm
And
starting
listen. You have to start crawling before you can utilize it 100%. But seeing its value, you should be able to see now.
Yes. Yes. And this is good. This is good.
I do see it,
Yeah, this is good. So
I mean,
now
I know it. I mean, I know it, but I do see it. That's the.
Hey, bro, that's you taking steps, baby steps.
baby
And
steps.
that's what you
Right.
got to do. You take those baby steps to learn how to fucking walk like a man.
Right.
Pretty soon you're gonna be taking strides.
Right. And they go into what we're talking about, young man, is that now you're waiting for signals. See, the problem is you're waiting for life to happen. You're playing defense. That's why you got to talk more because you feel that you got to prove yourself versus playing offense like Bud will do, right? Light bulb moment. Bud and I are always playing offense. We're not gonna wait for life to happen. We're gonna catch life. Hey, we're gonna catch life sleeping, Bud, and punch that motherfucker in the face.
Hey, but we play both sides at once because we know the best offense is a hell of a defense.
Hell of a
defense. The best defense is a hell of an offense.
Yes,
so
sir.
We know that, and we down on both sides.
Excuse me, caller. We have our own French language. Buddha Tai Kapo Tai Nishtu na Taiko Puataya.
Must not mind needs to be on a mission. Basta.
Basta nakti paktai. Yes, that caller. That's all. That's offense on defense right there, big dog. That's how we talk, man. So, do you have any other?
Yes. Hey, bro, stop. Let me ask you this. This is very important. Serious business. What have you actually learned in this conversation?
I've learned that the moment you open your mouth, your entire identity is revealed.
Oh.
Hey, bro, if you don't fucking learn nothing else this year, you learned a hell of a fact just now. The moment you open your mouth.
Yes.
Your entire
that was a bomb statement to make.
That was young man. That was fucking awesome.
That was a bomb statement to make.
See that, caller? See, we got you. Hey, caller. Hey, check it out. You got it. You don't got it, but you're getting it.
All right, but it's within grasp. It's within grasp.
Yeah,
it's within reach, man, and you can reach. All you got to do is keep reaching.
Hey, bud, you know what's so weird about him that he didn't know? Caller, when you started making those light statements, did you just notice how different you sound? You didn't sound as depressed. Right. You see what I'm saying? You can look at you now. That's what the fuck we talking. You came in with this cloud above your head. Oh my God, I'm so this and I'm so that, and now you're making light statements. You just answered the question, but the tonality and how you're sounding, bud, you don't sound as depressed as you were before.
He's not as depressed, man. He's seeing some shit.
He's seeing some things, big dog. That's what we talking about. There you go. Hey, young man, and that's what women need to see. Because when you make a statement, remember, you're the statement. You're the statement.
Hey, you're the backup for that motherfucking statement.
Yes.
All the proof you need.
Yes, you are all you need. Hey, look, hey, wait, caller. And if you go up to her and she doesn't like you, bud, who we serving?
Now serving woman number 28 at
room 204.
Yeah, you go.
Hey, we even picked the same window. So we cool. He said more. He said more.
Good job, young man. Young man, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. You see what I'm saying? It just sometimes we just got to get out of our way because Bud and I are here to clear the fog. You were going into the fog, motherfucker. We say turn around, get out of the fog, and see everything clearly. And hey, look, do you see the change? What I want you to do is when you get a chance, listen to you when you first called in. And
I'm running back,
No, and listen to you right now and see. And look, that's just a phone call. Look at that light transformation you made because you started to understand what we were putting down.
Love it, bro.
I think another thing would be so that's the opener, right? Learning how to open. No, I don't want to use the word open because that's
no, we don't open. We don't open. Listen, we don't. Okay,
but yeah.
So hold on, like, but I've been showing these young men don't approach. I've always taken approaching as running behind a woman. I'm saying put your bid in and let her know that you're the prize. When Rosebud goes up to a woman, Rosebud doesn't say, well, I hope she likes me. I hope she gives me a chance. Rosebud says, you know what? I'm John motherfucking Dixon. Hear me roar.
And you know what really make me say shit like that? Is that what the average motherfucker worry about? The bitch giving somebody some pussy.
Yes.
I know she got to do that to fuck with me.
There you go. Right.
So what I'm saying is a bill, that you have to save up to pay every month. I get that and more every night.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, as far as what I worry about is how I affect her. That's all I worry about. Because as long as I'm affecting her properly, her purse, her pussy, everything else is mine.
Hey, you see this? Hey, Carly, that's a buck right there, baby. That's knock buck.
Hey, knock buck.
Knock buck, young man. Okay, Carly. Yes, there you go. Hey, now Carly, you see the different energy that you're bringing now? It's like a ripple effect. So that means when you go up to people with that kind of energy and that type of a mindset that you have, women going to actually think you actually believe in yourself. Why? Because most people don't think that way, and that gives you an advantage.
So good, bro.
I think the second thing I would ask would be, so that's the speaking part of it. What about the body language part of it?
No. Well, but for me, I am the body language. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna pose this way to get her to be wet?
The body language. The body language is creative.
To me, like noticing and learn how to recognize, like certain. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, bro, you ain't supposed to have to pass the phone booth in order to turn into Superman. See, you the kind of you the kind of brother that got to pass a certain phone booth. No, man. I'm turning into Superman when Superman is called upon, wherever it is.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, in the lunch line, in the motherfucking line at the hospital. Hey, I don't give a fuck what Superman is called on. Hey, if you don't want Superman, you better not call him.
Yeah, you right. So you're So you right now you're like, excuse me, there's a phone booth a mile away. I'll be right back. But
you got to turn into Superman. No, man, you gotta be Superman.
You gotta be Superman. That's what we're trying to tell you.
You gotta speak Superman. You gotta wait Superman.
Just like you say when you open your mouth, when you step out the door, when you step out your bed.
Yeah. All day, every day, 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, and even on Sunday. Okay, big guy?
I got to be a Superman that don't wear a cape. I just got to.
No, you have a cape here. You can fly. No, you don't need a cape to fly. You should already be flying high on yourself.
Flying
You know how I had to call Bud for the show? You want watch this? Hey, Rosebud, come here. Come back. You see how that's how I call
Hey, I'll be there in a moment.
Okay, I'll hold it down. That's how we had to call it, man.
Hey, bro, and that's what you need to understand. If you ain't having this kind of fun, you ain't living as a man.
Right. This should be all fun because women want fun and excitement. They want a guy that's laid back, that doesn't take everything seriously. He's just fun. All right. Yeah. Now watch if I be like, hey, Rosebud, can you please come down here?
Man, no.
Hey, you look
Hey,
at
I ain't coming down there to get none of that disease. That's how we is.
Follow up, man. I ask a follow up. I got a follow up you, man.
All right.
So
one more question. What you got?
Okay, no, last question.
Yes.
Not taking life too seriously, but not being a fool at the same time. Because I don't want to be a fool. I don't want to be like, okay, he don't take like he's flexible. He's jelly. Like I don't want to be jelly. Like I don't want to be like too like
No. You need. Okay, let me tell you about Bud. Fuck jelly. You've got to be air, sand, and water. That's what Rosebud is. That means Rosebud can still be Rosebud, but he can fit into any scenario in any situation and come out on top. That's what
you know what's funny about what you said?
Yes.
Air, sand, and water,
Yes.
when they move fast enough, they all act the same.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, they can fit into any kind of area. So
Right.
what we're saying is
they're all mediums.
Yeah, well, Bud is that. I am that. And that's what we're saying for you, young man. A woman needs to recognize that in you without saying the story that you told us in the beginning, buddy. Yeah, see that? That's a light bulb moment right there. Okay, man. So look, we're gonna let you go, but hey, dog, we appreciate it.
I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna run it back first.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Then if I have another question, I'll call back.
Hey, we're proud of you, buddy. Okay, very good call, man. Okay, good job. Okay, young man.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Like a motherfucker. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right, that's what we're talking about, guys. Lines are open. If you have a question, please put a Q. Gentlemen, we are talking about the mindsets out here, and we're going to talk about these, bud. Let's go ahead and get into these things, and let's talk on this, dog. Let's talk about the first one I was talking about, the young men that are waiting for signals, waiting to make the first move, being desperate, being needy, and not having any interest in women, bud. What say you on that, my brother?
Well, I mean, you said a lot right there, man. So, but the guy that, don't make the move, the guy that fucking waits for the woman to give him a certain kind of smile. See, that guy, he has no confidence.
Yes.
He do not believe in himself. He believe in what people say. And he basically models himself after what he think is the correct thing that someone else think.
Right.
He never does what he thinks.
Right. And if he just realized his power, Bud, was in his decisions versus his reactions, Bud, it is at that point where things change around for all you young men.
Hey, if you're not a decision maker, you're like a follower. You know, everybody want to be leaders. Everything coming out your mouth is, are you capable of leading, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't show leadership qualities, meaning making the right statements, making the right motions at the right time, there's a right time for damn near everything.
Everything. But when you procrastinate or when you don't believe in yourself, Bud, unfortunately,
you let them pass.
Yeah, and then that gives you the mentality of a mindset. The second one is that you think there are no good women out there. You think that all women are taken, all the good ones are taken because I can't find a good one for me, Bud. And that is that scarcity mindset right there, that believe that women are unavailable. But here's the crazy thing about it, Bud. If you're not even talking to women or interacting with women, how can one say that all good women are taken when you're not even going out there to present yourself to them?
You cannot. And that's what is so sad.
Yes.
These guys want what they want, and they do what they do every fucking weekend.
Yes.
Same thing, man.
Yes. We have a call. 615. What's your name, sir? And what's your question?
What's going on, Uncle Dean? It's Luther King in the chat. What's going on, Rosebud?
Hey, what's happening, brother?
What's going on, Mr. King? What's going on, brother? How can we help you?
My issue is, and I just need a little help. With women, every time I try to conversate with them.
Okay, stop. Okay, Luther. Okay, Luther, one thing at a time, because this is all teachable moments for everybody, because it's not just you.
Okay.
When you say you conversate or you talk to women, what are you saying? Because see, where a lot of young guys do is that they think they look at a problem, but they don't look at the subsystem of problems that creates the larger problem. So sometimes we bypass big major things. So we're going to break it and dissect it down, and we got you covered. We'll let you finish everything, but we want everybody to see that it's not just what you're saying is a problem. There's a lot of that. Okay, so what are you saying to women? Give myself and Bud an example, Bud and I, excuse me, King's English, an example of what you're saying to women.
Well, prime example, I'm an associate at a shoe store, and I helped this young lady with looking for something to wear, and she held a dress by her, and I was like, that's I told her that looks nice on her. And
okay, quick question. Wait. But here's the question. Wait. Are you interested in this woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. Why haven't you? Okay. Wait. How long have you known this woman for?
Well, like I said, I'm an associate, so it was a customer. I'm attracted to Mexican women.
Okay, no,
So
I don't care if she's green, blue, or orange. That's not the point. I'm not saying that. Okay, Bud goes and gets it, meaning that Bud doesn't sit on the sideline. If Bud is interested in something, he's going to make that move. Bud, please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. And your first mistake, dude, is you beating around the bush.
There you go.
Okay.
Knock, talk, box. Exactly.
So when you say I'm beating around the bush, I should just automatically.
No, you don't automatically go and say nothing. You automatically have something that you know you're going to say.
Yes.
And now when you go up to her, when I go up to somebody, I got like 4 or 5 things I'm going to say that's of interest to me. And her response to those things is going to tell me whether or not I should talk to her.
Exactly.
Right.
So otherwise, if I like riding with my top down and so did she, then that might be a match. But if I like riding with my top down and she's saying she can't stand the sun hitting her, then, that's going to be a problem as far as that go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he likes to ride with his hair so his hair can blow in the wind. That's why he likes his things.
All this hair I got.
Yeah, all this
hair I got on my chin.
So, caller, when she put the dress beside herself and you noticed the dress, what did you say to her, buddy?
I just said you can wear that on our date, and all she did was just laugh.
Okay, and then what did you do after that point?
Really nothing. I would just I mean, that's why I lost my train of thought.
Well, no, tell her what to do.
But you didn't lose your train of thought. She responded positively and you got scared.
You got scared. Okay. You understand, young man, and this is a good thing for all you guys. There is a fear of failure on one side, but there's also a fear of success. And where a lot of you guys don't realize, sometimes you don't believe yourself so much that when things go right for you,
it scares you just as bad as being fucked up.
Exact. Knock talk buck, but knock talk buck. Exactly. So what happened was you wasn't prepared for what was next. And that's what we always keep telling you. You should be ready. You don't have to, you shouldn't get ready. You should be ready. Meaning that what you said was great. That was great. Look at the response. She was smiling. All you had to do is say, hey, here's my information. Take your little pen out. Hey, here's my name. Here's my number. Slide it over to her. Here's my information. Give me a call and we're going to set something up. That's it, bud.
Hey, all you would have to say is a little bit more specific. Call me tonight around 6:30.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're going to set it up. And what you're doing is showing yourself that you should fuck with this girl, especially if she does what you say.
Yeah, action. Remember, action. You want women you want task and ask. You wanted to follow directions. And guess what? So when she started laughing, what did you do next?
I just let her see. Yeah, just like Bud said.
And then she walked. And she walked out that door, and you felt like shit, didn't you?
I mean, this was okay.
No, caller. I did call it. Remember, I had a story about the Cinnabon. I felt like, Bud, you heard my Cinnabon story?
I think I have, man.
Yeah, I was trying to. I took a dick resting day in high school. I was fucking so much. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fuck with any women, Bud. I'm gonna go to the mall and I'm gonna eat me a Cinnabon in the Serengeti and watch the animals walk by while I eat that. I don't even eat Cinnabons because of this shit. And there was this a mixed chick that walked by me, gave me all kind of play, Bud, and I didn't do a motherfucking thing. And I felt like shit. Hey, Bud, I said to myself, never again, never again. Oh,
hey, that shit happened. I have done that shit.
Oh my God! It just.
Hey, you know what I say, man? You acting like your fucking students.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm like, you. Hey. Something inside me said, "You bitch." I'm like, oh my. I'm like, I could have bit her neck and taken her up the tree, but I'm just, hey, Bud, eat my Cinnabon like a little bitch, knowing I. Oh my God!
I wrote my number on the back of her receipt as I checked her out, and before I wrote my number on the back of her receipt, she was like, "I got this for you. I got this for you," and then I wrote my number on the back of the receipt, and then that was it.
But you didn't tell. Okay, Bud. I mean, caller. Just because you wrote it down, there were no leading instructions behind. Like Bud said, call me at 6:30. Call me at 5:30. I get off at this time, call me. You're just writing shit down. Bud, what say you?
No, well, you're right, man. Leading is a full job.
Yes.
When you're leading, you cannot lead this part of the time and not this part of the time. So what I'm saying is you should have seen that you had action. So if you see you have action, you got to follow what you're doing. And when you give her this number, wrote it on the back as you was writing, you should have said something about calling me tonight. I can't expect a call from you tonight, right? And she gonna say, yeah, period. Because she doing shit for you. You must have was cool.
Right.
You ain't following your action, man, and that's because you don't believe.
No, and watch it, caller. I want to show you why you did what you did. Okay, so if everything lined up, you don't know how to not only set up the date, you don't know where to take her, you don't know what to do on the date. And because of those 3 steps ahead of you in that future, that weighs you back and holds you down. Because remember, you're right, because you're a success. See, people don't, Bud, a lot of people, this is why it's a good show, Bud, because people don't understand that, Bud, you got to be all things, man. You got to be
all things, man.
You got to be all things. Yeah, you got to be prepared. You
cannot ask the woman about doing something with you unless you the kind of dude that rode around the city and seen this and that, and you just remember, man, if I get me somebody, I'm gonna take them there. I'm gonna do this. You got to make plans so that when that shit jump off, you just follow through with one of your plans.
Hey, Bud, even down to how I'm gonna take a bra off with my fingers.
Even down to that, I'm telling you, man.
Y'all have to. Okay, we're not joking. I'm dead serious. I'm talking everything. The way from opening the door, how you sit her down, how you greet her, the music, the lighting, how you take off her shirt, how you touching her while you take off her shirt, how you taking off her bra, what you're doing. Every little minor detail. The thing about Bud and I is that we're already prepared for a future in which we haven't hit yet, but we're already prepared for that future. So that means we're good to go. We just got to, hey, Bud, we just got to move her to that future. Excuse me. Hey, Bud, we just got to move her to that future.
On my way.
All right, I got you, dog. Hey, make sure when you spread that ass cheek, smack that ass one time.
Mutada.
Knock. Right. So what I'm saying, big dog, that's the whole thing that most young men don't do. You're just prepared for the now, or not even prepared for the now. You don't even think about, okay, I want to take this woman on a date, but where do you want to take her? Why do you want to take her? How? Hey, Bud, I love.
He's stuck on asking her about going on a date, and ain't even thought about what he gonna do on that mother.
Right, exactly. What you gonna do
So
on
all
the
that
date?
has to be planned out
Yes.
before I even.
Hey man, you got to know all of that so
All
it
of
don't
that.
look like you stumbling.
Right. You got to know it all. Okay, call.
Okay.
Have you rode a bike before?
Yeah, I rode a bike.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this beautiful analogy. Okay, now remember you started off with training wheels, right? Right.
Of course.
And that's where you are right now. And everything was perfect. And when mom or dad took the training wheels off, you started to fall off the bike. Yes.
Correct.
Until you learn how to balance. You realize, man, this shit hurts when I fucking fall. So let me think this shit through. So if I lean to the left, I need to put more weight to the right to balance. Yes.
Yes.
And then you still crash because then at that point you didn't know how to brake. You could pedal, but you didn't realize you could brake and your parents running behind you.
So much you gotta learn.
Right. So much you gotta learn. And then from that point, you learned balance and then you learned how to brake. Then you had to learn how to steer the bike. So then you had to learn how to balance, brake, pedal, and steer. Then from that point, you had to learn how to look out for shit so you don't get ran the fuck over. Balance,
Right.
biking, braking, steering, and watching. So then, watch this. Then you learn how to ride a bike, but you didn't stop there. At that point, then you started to get where Bud and I are at, getting that arrogance. Well, now I know how to ride the bike, steer, pedal, brake, and look out for things. Well, what if I do it with no hands? What if I pop a wheelie? What if I jump off a curve? What if Bud needs a ride? You know, Bud's cape is somewhere in the cleaners or something, and he needs a ride. Can I put him on the handlebars and still ride the bike? You see what I'm saying? All these things are what we're trying to talk about as steps that you must know. So that means that right now, if Bud and I needed you to ride us on your bike, do you not know how to do all those things right now?
I don't, not right now.
Well, you're prepared though, but you can do those if need be. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what we're talking about. You being prepared for the future. And that's the same thing with dating. Bud is saying, Bud hey, look. Bud knows when the right moment to look in her eyes before he talked that shit in her ear. Bud knows how to sit her down and put his hand on her hand and lean over and talk that yak. Every little detail you must know that, Bud.
Hey, we know catching is a contact sport. And as often as you can touch her, do so.
Yes. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when my mind goes blank, talking to her, because I know you say you got to.
No, it can't go. Wait. There is no blank. Okay, wait a second. Watch this, caller. What comes after 248?
249.
What comes after 554?
555.
Right, last one. What comes after
45.
724?
725.
Now watch this. You didn't know the numbers I was going to say, but isn't it odd that you already had the answer because you learned motherfucking numbers? And when you learn the numbers, there is nothing that I can say to you that you cannot reply back to. What is after 255?
256.
Well, you see what I'm saying? See, that's what the game. When you learn the numbers, you're already prepared. So it doesn't matter what comes your way. You already have the answer. That's how the game works.
Okay. But that's how it works when you have game.
You gotta have game, right? You gotta have game, yes. Hey, because right now, hey, Bud, right now I'll ask what comes after 7068. He'd be like, jelly. He'll be like, B. But we're just saying, see, you got to be prepared. But we're listening to what you're saying. So you had a conversation with a woman. She showed you some interest. You put your number on a piece of paper. So what happened after that?
Nothing.
Okay. So what's the problem? Nothing. What's wrong?
She didn't call.
Right, but hey, Bud, and
hey, you didn't tell her to call.
Right, because you didn't call her. So you didn't lead her. Remember, gentlemen, You've got to lead yourself first to lead the woman. And if you're not leading yourself, you're going to be led by that ass and them titties, bud.
Hey, if you got to always be playing, or you going to get played.
Ooh. You see that, caller?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to know, look, these are my steps. My 1, my 2, and my 3. I love what you said about the date. That was great. She smiled and gave you a little bit of play, showing a little bit of interest. Hey, okay, this is what we're going to do. Like Bud said, here's my name, here's my number. This is the time I get off. Call me at this time. That's it.
And she would have did it.
Like, okay, so some women be showing me interest every time I have my little ones with me, but I don't want to say nothing too vulgar, too explicit.
Wait, every time you have, what do you have? Who with you?
His little ones.
My young ones.
Oh, women love men with babies, dogs, and puppies and stuff. They just love
kids is an automatic catch.
Automatic catch eye.
Hey, you ain't got to be worried about being lewd or nothing, because you ain't gonna be lewd. You don't sound like that kind of dude.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm hearing my kids. I'm with my children. Got to take care of my little ones, but I ain't got much time. So why don't we do this? I'm gonna go ahead and give you my number. And then when I have some free time, or I'll be off at this time, give me a call or whatever. Or, let me teach your number. When I'm getting done with my kids and I get done taking care of my responsibility and stuff like that, and I got some free time, I'll call you.
Hey, see, the thing is, these guys, they are too used to being led.
Yes.
They're not leaders at all, man. So they don't know what to do because they don't think about being a leader. Them motherfuckers, if the bitch say, let's go do this, they gonna be right on that leash. Going wherever she's saying, doing whatever she talking about, when that's what she would be doing if he had something to say.
Yeah. Hey, you walking with your kids, and oh my God, he's got kids. Oh, yeah. Hey. You know when they tell me about my kids and how cute they look, you know what I used to say to them? I know how to make them. That's all.
I used to say, girl, you ain't got to be fronting on me like that. And what you talking about? You know you trying to say I'm handsome.
Yeah. You know
you trying to say I'm handsome because them kids look just like me.
Yes. It's okay to have fun. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So women are coming up to you when you have kids, and what's happening? What are they saying to you?
They compliment my kids, and I just like, thank you.
No. Where's the fun? Wait. What about the dad? Wait. They rode off of my boat. What you mean? Hey, hold on. What about the one that created them? Hey, fuck them kids. What about me? You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Have fun with it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or look at your kid. Look at your kid. Say, you see how cold daddy is. Daddy got the girls like them. Your dad is cold. Your dad is that guy. It is okay to be arrogant in front of a woman, but
man, that's part of the deal.
That's part of it, man.
That's part of the motherfucking deal. Yeah. My arrogance.
Yeah, man.
But I'm not just arrogant because I'm confident too. Because I not only talk arrogantly about
lead, right.
I can motherfucking do it.
So yeah. So you just, again, a plan. Even with everything has to have a plan. Please understand this. Everything Bud does and I do, well, it's already planned out before we even do it. We just step into that future. It's already planned. Like, okay, you guys are doing it and every day. Because when you get up, you're supposed to shower, brush your teeth. You know what I mean? You're supposed to clean your fucking self. I mean, you get up and you go brush your teeth, or you take a shower and brush. I brush my teeth in the shower, so I do it all at one time. But you go into the future. You already know what you have to do. You got to go piss. You already know what you have to do. You're just stepping into that future. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It's the same thing with women and all this other stuff. Okay, but I think they're putting such a high value on women that they feel that they got to slay a dragon or something before they do something with a woman or something. But
Dean, I think you putting such a low value on having game. These motherfuckers cannot think like you're saying because they don't have game. They don't believe in it like you do. So what I'm saying is, if whatever you're saying come to fruition, it's not because it's coming to fruition. It's because you really believed it would come to fruition.
Oh yeah, I know. I believe in me. I believe
The
in me. Go ahead. What's up,
believe
Tom?
it. The belief is the first thought. Like believing, oh, I can brush my teeth, and believing I can get in the shower and clean myself, and then step in that future, like you said, right?
But you can't do that with women, though. You can do that with anything that you just said, but you can't do that with women because you don't believe in yourself when it comes to women. You believe in yourself when it comes to squeezing a toothbrush. Squeezing a toothpaste. You believe in yourself and turn on the water, bud. You believe in yourself, turn on the light and making the adjustments between the hot and cold water to take a shower. But when you get around a woman, you don't believe in yourself, bud. What say you, man?
Well, if you did, you look at yourself when you get around a woman. You look at yourself like the shower.
Yeah,
You want that water just right, so that you can get under there and feel warm as fuck and not get burnt. So you adjust it, and you got to be able to adjust what you got this woman wanting to do.
Most deaf. I got you.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, everything makes sense.
Well, we try to make sense.
Appreciate it.
All right, so you got this. So just remember, listen, what are we going to do the next time we see a woman that we're interested in? What are we going to do?
We're going to speak to her and believe in whatever thought that comes to mind and just say that what's on the mind, correct?
No, not just say what's on the mind. What are we going to say what's on the mind? Because what's on your mind is going to fuck you up. Like Bud said, knock, talk, buck. You're not doing that again. You already know the steps. See, if I ask Bud that same question, he would be on all fucking day because he would break down the whys and all this. See, right now you're just giving a surface answer. Bud and I have depth and range, meaning that we can take the answer and break down to a breakdown. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Is that making sense?
Yeah.
So I'm
Definitely,
just so I'm saying to you is that yes, I like it. You know, that'd be good to wear on our date. So let me go ahead and do this. Here's my number. And I'll be off at 5:30. Give me a call around 6. And that's it. But
and you know what that also shows?
Yes.
That shows your leadership quality, man.
Yeah.
You know, making the plan, not leaving it up to her. She can say yes or no. She gonna say yes.
Yes. And then, but right now, you got to make the plan after the plan. But what I used to do, Bud, and I still tell people today, I sound check. When I had an apartment, Bud, I would always sound check. What I mean by sound check, I learned like how musicians would do it. You know, when you go to an arena or you sound check, you got to sound check the lighting, you got to sound check the music. So what I would do, Bud, when I got into my new apartment, I lay on my back at the door, Bud. I lay on my back in the living room, the dining room, the bedroom, and I would sound check the sound and the lights because she's gonna be on her back. but I had to make sure that the lighting and the sound was perfect quality. If I had her on her back, her side, on her knees, or bent over, you have to have a sound check. I'm not saying bend over, guys. What I'm saying is also the places that I go to, Bud. I have a ice cream place. I have a place where I go for tea. I have a lake spread your ass cheeks where I go feed the ducks.
You gotta have that, man. So you look like you know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah, you don't say, well, let me guess where I'm going to take her. No, I know where I'm going, and I want you to accompany me because with or without you, I'm still going to go there. I'm not waiting on you. You can join me, but if you don't want to, I'm still because, hey, Bud. Everywhere I go, there's going to be women. I'm going to run into a woman here, and so
they're 50% of the people you see.
Yeah, and then a jazz bar. Always a Bud, a jazz club, a nice live band. You know, nice live band, intimate setting, laid back. I have one of those where I don't drink, but if you want to sip on something and you want to listen to some music while you're sipping, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have one of those. So what I'm saying, young man, all you guys. Y'all got to think about these things now. Don't wait for you run into her. Have it already prepared so you can move her into that. But Bud, what say you?
No, you're right, man. You cannot be cold when you fucking goddamn have, planning a date. Cold meaning you wanna get something to eat, and she say yeah, and you say, well, where you wanna go? Fuck that.
Yeah, but I'm so cold with it, but I have my own wait staff, meaning that I'm so cool. Like I get real cool. Let me show you the game, guys. I get cool with the waiters, bud. Like if I have a waiter, I know he gives me good service. Like, what's your name? Oh, your name is your name is John Dixon. Hey, okay, how you doing, John? My name is Steve. How you doing? Okay, look, hey, you know what? You're gonna be my waiter. So, hey, guess what? If I'm doing something, bud, and I know I'm going to that place, guess what? I'm gonna call on the phone. Hey, you working today? Hey, lock me in because guess what? You know my order. You know because you work with me so much. You know what I'm gonna order. You know what I like and everything. But you see what I'm saying?
Hey, motherfucker, fitting into Mr. Big shoes like a motherfucker.
Exactly. You should have a person that you know. You be called. Hey, dog. You work. Hey, I'm coming through. Hey, bud. I got one. Hey, I'm coming through. I got one. All right. And then you go and you're good, man. And women are gonna then like, well, who are you? Because they're not used to people, bud, moving this way.
No, they're not.
Not at all.
They're not used to dudes having their shit together.
Yes,
all
together.
the way.
Together. Okay.
I got you.
So
I appreciate you.
Okay, well, great call, buddy. We'll throw you back in, man. Appreciate the call, man.
All right.
All right, great call, young man. Guys, lines are open. Guys, let me grab some of these questions, bud. We're chopping it up. RJ says, if you have zero woman, would that be bad to go out my own way to meet and interact with them? Would that be okay? Thirsty on my part. Oh boy.
Hey man, if you don't have no goddamn women, how the fuck are you gonna get some if you don't go out and meet?
A closed mouth doesn't get fed, man.
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah. So, you have to get out of the house, RJ. You have to get out of the house.
And you got to know what thirsty is, man. Thirsty is you can't really accept no for an answer. You're around. It's like you're panting like a dog following you because you got some food. That kind of shit. You want to represent not being thirsty like you full. Shit.
Well, okay. So you're saying if you sound check, the ice cream place you usually go to, but as far as the lady do, okay. Y'all know, but who? Okay. They call it a recon. I forgot that reconnaissance team. You check. What are those people that check out the place? Think about a security guard or a secret agent or something like that. If the woman is too far, let's say there's a distance of an hour between the two of you, bud, and y'all meet 30 minutes in the middle. Well, before you set it up, you should know where you want to take her and check the place out and see if it's good for you. You don't want to see if it's good for her, bud. You want to make sure it's good for you.
And what you want to do.
Yeah, and what you want to do. So, yeah. So if you want to go someplace, but she's too far and y'all are trying to meet in the middle, then you find a place that then you make the next move. Always make it.
You know what I find, hard to believe about this particular question?
What's that, bud?
Of course, he want to know if he should sound check a place, but he had the nerve to say, should he check more than one? I mean, you're not even sound checking if you only sound checking one place.
Sound checking is plural.
Yeah, you got to sound check multiple places so you can hear multiple versions of what you're gonna hear.
But you know what I used to do? Okay, back in the day, because but we're from the 1900s. So all you young people, we had maps. So guys, you have that stuff on your phone right here. But back in our day, we didn't have your technology. But what I would do is I would get a map and I would put it on my wall, bud. And I would take a marker. I draw a line down and I draw a line across. And I put 1, 2, 3, and 4. I counted the sections. Now maybe I was in section number 3, bud. But I made sure that if ever I went to the grocery store if I went to go get something to eat or anything I would do, I would go into different sections to mark those territories. You know what I mean? Because you'll never know. And Junior, Mr. Junior, this goes with the ice cream thing. You never know what woman you're going to meet. You might meet a woman in your territory, bud, of a 3, but she might live in territory number 2. So you should have, and this is the game. And Bud does it in his own way, but I know he does these things. You're prepared for those different areas, bud. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, I ride around town and I take notes.
Right.
I'm not necessarily saying I write down, the address.
Yeah,
but I take note of the place, man. I'm gonna go there.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna check that out.
And then when I'm in that area, you take baby there.
Yeah.
And you look as if you know everywhere you are because you have somewhere everywhere you go. And you don't have to wonder where we gonna eat at.
Right, which means is that you have the answer. So, Junior, if you checked your areas and she's an hour away, which brings you into one of those territories, you should have a Lake Spread Your Ass Cheeks coffee, ice cream, tea. And we have a phone call, 518. What's your name, sir? And what's your question?
Yeah, how you feeling? This is Track again. And I wanted to let y'all know where I realized with letters, with the alphabet, with numbers, all it is, straight lines, curved lines, and dots. So going back to what y'all was saying about the sound check and finding your own spot, now I'm already thinking about, okay, what's going to be my straight line, what's going to be my curved line, what's going to be my dot, and then what's going to be the mix between it to make a 2 or a J between the highlight. It's really, everything is really simple. And I learned that from the conversation. Like, I finally was able to see it. Everything comes from 3 things at least. Like, it doesn't really get any smaller than that, right? And it doesn't really get any more than that either. It doesn't really get more than 9. That's why we have 9 types of numbers that just add up together to make different numbers.
Hey, man, wait. As you're talking, and you got my interest, and you say everything comes from one. Well, no, 3 things, and you didn't even list them.
Yeah, you're just talking.
What are the 3 things, man?
What are the 3
you
things?
say stuff that this is why. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen. This is why you don't catch, man, because you don't even follow a thought through. All you do is talk, and you don't do you don't bring me into the conversation. You don't engage me. All you doing is saying shit that can go for anybody that's listening. I don't want to hear that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, so what's your question? Because we got to keep going. What's your question, buddy? What's up?
What's the 3 things?
Yeah, all right, tell us what are the 3 things. What are the 3 things?
Straight, curved, and dots. The straight lines to make certain numbers, certain letters, curved lines, and then dots that could make the J.
What does that got to do with anything? I don't understand. You're trying to get analytical. Yeah. What does that mean?
What I was trying to say from that was, since everything comes from either numbers or letters, whether in any language.
No, how about everything comes from you? How about that?
Hey, man. And see, another one of you guys' problems is you try to make analogies that don't make sense.
You're not making sense, man.
That analogy does not make sense, but you're trying to make it make sense. So you're confusing yourself.
You're fucking yourself in the process, dog. Hey, bud, what is it? See what? See the what, bud?
Come, see, spot, run.
That's it. That's it. Stop complicating this shit, man.
Yeah. All I was trying to trying to say what you're talking about was that everything could be.
Stop! You're trying to use.
Hey, dude. If you got a square hole and you have a round peg, you can hit that motherfucker with the hammer as much as you want, but it ain't going in.
It ain't going in.
I'm gonna break that motherfucker.
No. Basically, stop using book smarts when you're street stupid. That's the problem.
Hey, there you go.
You're trying to take what you have learned in high school onto the streets, and it doesn't work.
And you're trying to take your version onto the streets so you can do it easy. It ain't gonna be no easy for you, man.
Hey, but
It's no easy for anybody. It wasn't easy for Steve. It wasn't easy for me.
But that makes it fun.
No, you can't make it fun because you're like this. I see a girl. Well, if I take base times height divided by pi, which has a square root of 3.14, the diameter of 10, and let me test the width.
And then after you get through with all that, he got to say, "Now, where's my phone booth?"
Where's my calculator? I gotta.
Where's my phone booth? I gotta change.
One question that I do have is that you said something very important, but you said I'm not engaging. How do I? Or what would have made that more engaging?
By stop saying, "Where's my phone booth?" Listen, I told you. By stop saying, "Where's my phone booth?"
Hey, bro, what would have made that more engaging if you would have said them three things right there? That's just one point. But anytime you mention some shit that you just expect me to know and I don't know, I'm lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't expect me to just know everything you talking about.
Hey, you know what Bud says 3 words? You know what Bud's 3 words are, caller? Every time he sees a woman? Or every time he moves, what do you think his 3 words are? Yeah, no. It's not see spot run. No, it's up, 4 words. Up and away.
It's a motherfucking combo.
Up and away.
Left, right, yeah. Never down though. We don't use down, but
we can't. The only thing we look down while she giving us some dome. If we're gonna look down, or you take her head and place it down.
Turn her back is curved properly when giving a back tap. Yeah.
Dean, let's get into a little bit about these women, man.
All right, Carl, we'll throw you back in, Carl. Thank you for the call, buddy.
Thank you. I needed that little. That is going to help me a lot too because that helped me bring it back to take me out the phone booth.
All right, well, fine. All right, fine. You don't need a phone booth, buddy. All right, we'll throw you back in. All right, go ahead, bud. You got it, bud. Guys, I got a question. Go ahead, call in. We got you. Go ahead, bud. What you got, brother?
Choose the first thing they got here is choose women who
yes.
choose you.
Yes.
Now I am a firm believer in that because if she don't like you, how are you gonna like her?
Exactly. She's got to show you. She's got to show you that she's down.
Hey, she got to show me that she's what I want in a lot of different ways, and then that's when I am going to like her because she is what I want. But I know what I want, and if she's not showing it to me, then why would I make myself or put myself in that position to end up liking her?
Yeah, she's a waste of time. I had a client today that I'm helping him out with some stuff, and I'm like, dude, she doesn't even like you. I mean, she's not choosing you. You're too busy begging her. Versus, you could tell her when a woman is down for you, they move different, but then the average woman, they'll give you 1-word answers. They're standoffish. I don't want to be around a woman like that, bud, at all.
No, man. And I don't want to wait for no signals, and making the first move as far as this thing is saying, some dudes think making the first move is desperate. I'm desperate to be me.
Oh, all day.
Hey, I know if I want to talk to whoever and I don't, that's going to be fucking me up mentally for the rest of the day if that's the case. So I am going to make the first move if I think that's what I should do.
Oh yeah, no hesitation. Without hesitation.
I'm not going to get no woman that's at the, what do you call them, low-hanging fruit.
Oh yeah, no, bottom of the barrel, low-hanging fruit women. No, hell no. Fuck that.
No, man. I'm going to be like they say, the nice guy versus the villain. I'm going to be the villain.
All day. Villain all day.
But hey, the villain does what he do intentionally.
But you know what, Bud? I've always been trying to tell these young men the villain is really the nice guy in the story because he's the most honest person in the story.
He's the only one in the story that is honest.
Honest, right, exactly.
He sees his value, he knows his value, and he approaches a situation to lead it.
Thank you, Lady Sam. I appreciate that for the $4 czar. What is czar? Okay, I guess that's a czar. That's a form of currency. Czar. Okay, so we appreciate that. But let's keep going, guys. Got a question? Please put a Q. We got you covered. The next one, well, Bud, like we were talking about, the good women are taken. We already talked about that. The scarcity mindset, where people don't even go outside, but they assume. Hey, I always believe, Bud, that you and I can turn any kind of woman into a good woman. I don't think I don't believe there's such a thing as a good woman until they get around a good man, Bud. What say you, man?
Well, man, I'm of that same. I agree with that, but my point is, all the good women are gone. That's crazy, because a woman is a reflection of what she think of her man.
There you go. There you go.
And if she think highly of you, she's gonna be a high class, not bitch, but she's gonna be a high class, a valuable woman.
Yes. Well, that's the whole point. And I think a lot of guys look at women as bad from a far perspective. When a bad woman to somebody else could be a good woman to you. She's just out of order, Bud, because the person she's with is out of order.
Yeah, yeah, that's completely correct. Chicken for me, feathers for the next.
The thing, a lot of guys feel like power. They feel like because you just talked about it. I go after what I want, Bud. I don't think about losing power because I'm opportunity. You know what I mean?
You lose power when you don't take that opportunity you have.
Oh yeah. You don't.
If I talk first, I talk first. I don't base it on power. I ain't in no power trip thing anyway. My trip is having gained enough to make this motherfucker want to listen.
Yeah, I wanted to see my dominance. You know what I mean? It's just what we do is we demonstrate our value. They know we're not desperate, but like we always say, Bud, you're coming into my world, Bud. You're coming into John Dixon's world. You're coming into Steve's world, and a lot of young men don't look at it. They don't know they can have a world to bring a woman into because they're too busy stepping into her world, Bud. What say you?
Yeah, but they actually don't have a world
for
her to step into because they haven't developed it. They haven't put any interest in, finding out who they are. In order to have value, you got to have things that you like and don't like. And these things but they will show your value as long as they're the proper things. But people who, they're not dominant, like the villain.
Yes.
See, people who are not, they look at all kinds of ways to make what they think sufficient. But it's insufficient, and it's going to be insufficient because you had to do too much to make it be real.
Right. Oh, we have a question right here. The guy's asking right here. He says, I was just about to ask about other places I could take a woman other than drinks, but I wasn't sure if certain places were too upscale for the first date, Bud.
Well, man, wherever the first place, the place is, it could be the top of the mark in San Francisco, the Mark Hopkins Hotel. So I'm saying, man, it doesn't matter where you take her, if it's upscale or not. The more upscale it is, the more you have to play on as far as the kind of guy you are.
Yeah, but okay, but I don't think his mentality is upscale because it sounds like if you're going upscale, you're trying to impress somebody. But we don't have to go places to impress. We're impressive. It doesn't matter.
Well, no, we don't have to go places to impress whoever, but we go places that impresses, and we know it. The Anatol in Dallas, you hit to that Anatol, big ass fucking hotel over there on damn, where was that hotel at? Anyway, it was called the Anatol. Very exclusive hotel, man. But it was right on the host road, and you wouldn't even think it was on Harry Hines. Yeah, you wouldn't think that it was as cold as it was. But man, depending on what you're trying to do, because I met a broad there, and I was definitely trying to impress.
Guys, we have 30 more minutes left of the show. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q. Call in. Lines are open. This guy says, "Is being at the top of your game the same as the sweet spot, bud?"
No, being at the top of your game will allow you to enjoy the sweet spot.
Yeah, will allow you to. All right. Thank you for the super chat. Scary Perry says, "Coffee and game. Salute Steve and Rosebud in the chat. Get the likes up." Shout out to Scary Perry. Appreciate you guys. And let's continue, guys. Lines are open, and we're talking about the mindsets that a lot of guys have, bud. Let's talk about pretty women only want perfect men.
Now, see, that's another thing. If she's a good-looking woman, you don't feel you have a chance unless you 6'4", brick, with big body, all that shit. See, but that's not true. I know for a fact women don't care about how you look. Women care about what you are about. One leg Wayne, scary ass Ricky. All these motherfuckers had serious body defects.
Yeah.
And then Fat Calvin. I mean, this nigga was fat as fuck. But he believed in himself. And when it was time to talk to them bros, he didn't hesitate.
Yeah. And the worst thing that these young men do, bud, is that they don't see women. They look at women. They think women look at them the way they look at women, thinking that it's about their bodies and everything, because they make it about the body.
Right.
But they don't understand that it all comes down to the emotional impact. The attraction doesn't come from what she sees. It comes from what she feels, bud.
She could be sprung on what she see.
Yep.
And can't stand what the fuck you say out your mouth.
There you go. Exactly. So you can't assume. So where a lot of guys assume is that they'll look at her, but this is they do. They look at her and automatically put themselves down in the process. She's so beautiful, she'll never like a guy like me.
Yeah, but see that I just don't never really understand that type of thinking.
Disqualification.
You got women, and very rarely will you see a woman the way you see a man. A man, like you said, shit, shave, and shower, and he gone. Fucking woman, she don't like her eyebrows, she draw new ones. She don't like her eye, she putting some contacts in. She don't like her hair, she got a wig. She don't like her fucking titties, she got a push-up bra. She got a girdle. She everything about her shows that she don't like herself. Yet this guy, when he see her, will put himself way below her.
Right. Anonymous, what's your name? What's your question?
My name is John Smith. I was just wondering, what do you do if you have like a small penis?
Well, hey, John Smith. John Smith. Yesterday was Mother's Day. And for some odd reason, you need to ask your mother, why the fuck did she have me when I'm such a fuckboy ass loser? No, I'm sorry, John Smith.
He's not serious, man.
I know he's not serious. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is that as I keep telling all you guys out here, that a lot of these people out here, they struggle with women, and he's still listening to the show. And you know what about him? The thing about that young man is that he's running behind some pussy right now, and he doesn't even understand. But let's continue. Let's continue the show, guys. So let's continue what we're saying. But a lot of guys, bud. Let's get to the next point. What we got?
If she tests me, she's not interested. See, this is a weak man that even thinks something like that.
Yes.
If she tests me, I'm passing that motherfucker like a motherfucker, and again a fuck what that bitch think about me passing it.
Hey, bud. Not only we passing it, the fucking teacher's gonna hold us up after class and ask that were we cheating on the test.
get such a perfect score?
Yeah. How the fuck did you get the perfect score? Wait a second. Wait. Let me see your hand. Hey, bud, we cheated. You know, we would have the little piece of paper on our lap. We would have it on our desk. So, guys, back in the day when we had to get to school, I would write the answers on the desk.
Motherfuckers know where to get them at too.
Motherfuckers know, man. Hold on, let's get a question right here from TJ. TJ says, I've been a victim of putting myself down when I see a woman. I predict the type of guy she wants, convince myself not to speak to her, hence the reason why I don't have any women. What should I do?
Hey, you should stop tripping like you tripping.
Yeah.
Because when you see a woman you're interested in, instead of you thinking you're not qualified to deal with her, you should start thinking the opposite, that you're more than her and you're stepping down to talk to her. Now, the reason you want to think that is because instead of thinking the opposite, you ain't shit. You know, maybe that will encourage you to talk to her, whereas being ain't shit is going to discourage
you. Yeah. So, you can call in, but we're just showing you, big guy. You have a lot. The issues that you're having is that
not just that. You're right.
Yeah, you again. A lot of you guys assume you think what you think is the problem is one of many problems. It is a multitude of problems that you have, because just like the guy that called a few hour in the beginning of the show, you guys don't have anything. There's nothing about you where you are assured of yourself. You have not created an environment. You don't have the music. You don't know how to set the mood, set the tone. You don't know how to intrigue her. You don't know how to make her want to spend time with you. But yet you feel that you're putting yourself down. You choose to put yourself down, bud, because most of these guys choose not to grow. They choose not to learn.
Mr. Dean, in reality, they calling it like it is. They just ain't doing nothing about it.
They're not doing anything about it. So TJ, the question is what are you going to do about it? We're in the springtime. Summer's around the corner. What are you going to do about it? What should you do? It's not about what you should do. It's why you haven't done it yet. That's what I understand. You guys are like, well, hey, bud, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. I really want to be a surgeon. But I want to be a surgeon. What should I do?
Hey, if you ain't going and getting schooled, you ain't doing nothing.
You're not doing anything. You just want to stay where you're at, because the action should always override the thought. It's not what should I do? It's bud, I'll be messaging you as soon as I get done. Or Steve, I'm going to message you as soon as you get the show done. And then that's doing something, bud. Versus
they don't do shit, man. That's the thing about it. They want shit, but they don't do shit to get it.
Right. And it's coming from that book smarts. Okay, you know what to do. Sure, you can get, bud, you get your books. Now, bud, again, we're old again, bud. You know, when we were at the library, remember we had to fill out the card?
Yeah.
We had to fill out a card and
your library card.
My library. All right, guys, we continue, man. We're old as fuck in this motherfucker. Anyway, so let's get to the next one. Guys, we got about 15 more minutes of the show, guys. So if she tests me, she's not interested, but I don't understand why they see themselves like, shouldn't she not? She should test you, bud.
I think so.
I think I call it a bud. You know, I always talk about, and I was taught about biting the gold. You know, there's a difference between fool's gold and real gold.
Yeah.
They tested it. Oh, we got a call real quick. Let's grab his call. 216. What's your name, sir? And what's your question, buddy?
Hey. Do you think?
Wait, sir. Can you get off your speakerphone and get off your stomach? Get off your stomach. Get off the speakerphone.
How y'all doing?
Okay. What's going on? What's your question?
Okay, so do y'all think a good approach to take is to try to be a leader? Like to look
Trey, how
at
Trey, Trey,
everything
Trey,
as
how
you
old are you?
being
Trey,
a
how old are
leader?
you? Trey, how old are you?
30 years old.
Okay.
Trey, you sound so weak. How can you be a leader? How can you even ask
Oh
that
my,
question?
Yeah, Trey, how can you be a leader? You sound so broken. You sound worse than the guy from Haiti who was 19.
how in the hell do I sound broken, man?
Okay, wait, young man, listen, wait. Okay, everybody in
Every
sorry.
time I call on here, y'all talk about
Okay,
you
wait,
sound
wait.
so
Do you want
weak,
wait,
you
wait,
sound
wait a second.
so
Wait,
broken.
wait. Do you
And
want
it's
to wait?
like
Let me ask you a question. Do you want our help or do you want us to collar you? Wait, before we start, you let us know what you want
I
us to
just
do.
asked a
No, wait,
question and
caller.
you ain't
Well, I'm
even
asking
answered my
caller.
question.
Hey,
We're
hey, hey, the reason we didn't answer your question is the volume and the sound, the tone of your voice. You
yes.
sound like a broken man. You sound like nothing you're about to say is going to be assertive. You just really just asking something. You don't even really want to know the answer.
And that's why you're asking what you're asking. And again, you don't understand who you're talking to. We see things that you can't see, and you are taking a defensive position. We're trying to help you, but you think we're talking bad about you. If you go back and listen to what you're saying and you don't hear a broken, depressed, weak person, then guess what? You're in a fantasy world because everybody listening to you can notice it.
But
We
I
notice it.
don't get it though. I
Okay.
don't get how I'm sound broke and depressed and I
There's
don't
no
get it.
weight. There's no passion. There's okay. Do you hear the roar when we talk versus you like meow?
you
I don't hear no
you ain't got no bass in your voice, man.
There's no bass.
You ain't saying shit with
I
any
don't hear no
authority.
roar when you talk.
Okay, wait, but you, hey, wait, you
You
must
want me
hear,
to change my whole
you must
motherfucking
hear a roar when we talk because you're calling in asking us a question on how we roar. So you do hear the roar. You just are trying to fight the answer. Look, please, when you call, push aside self-importance and push the ego aside because you're taking a defensive position to two people that's trying to help you. But if you're a wall and you don't want to listen to what we got to say, then just hang up because we want to help you. But we don't want to hear you complain. You need to listen. Does that make any sense?
Okay, I'm listening.
Thank you. Now, go back to your question and watch how what you're going to ask is going to tie into what Bud and I were just talking about. So, what was your question?
So should we be approaching like looking at life? Should we be practicing being a leader, looking at everything as leading, being a leader?
What is a leader to
Like
you?
this supposed to be like this. We supposed to
What is a leader to
this
you?
supposed to be somebody that leads, somebody that
Give me an example of something you led yourself to do when it comes to a woman, sir. Okay, so right there, stop right there. If I ask you what 2 plus 2 is, what would you give me?
2 plus 2 4.
Right. You give me the 4, right? Do you see the difference? You know your numbers, but you don't know how to lead. That's the problem, which ties into why you sound like you're more of a follower than a leader. You can't. Your tonality says I'm going to follow. Your tonality says I have no leadership qualities, and it just goes to show you right there. You don't know how to lead anybody because you don't even know how to lead yourself. Does that make sense?
Man, yeah.
Bud, you got it,
I mean,
man.
I don't think that I don't know how to lead
But
myself.
caller,
I'm
I
just
just
trying to
asked you,
figure out.
give me an example of you leading a woman to do something, and you gave me crickets. I can ask again. Give me an example.
Hey, give me your number so we could go out to a movie.
Wait. Go out to a movie. Caller, can you talk to a woman in the movie theater, or are you watching a moving picture?
You could talk to a woman in the movie theater.
So wait. Are you wait? I'm sorry, but I gotta call her. and I do want to say this. Do you have a mental handicap or disability?
I don't got no
I'm just
disability.
no. I'm not. No, call it because I got to ask that because I don't want to feel like we're beating down people who have handicaps and things like that. There's nothing wrong with you.
You're not beating me down, man.
But then, who in the fuck? Who talks in a movie theater? I mean, really talking in a theater.
You can talk in the movie theater if you want to talk in the movie theater.
Tell me what you do on a date in a movie theater. Tell us what you say to a woman in a movie theater on your date.
Hey, I like this part of the movie. This one, oh, I like what he just. You talking about the movie? Whatever.
But you're not talking about you. That's what leaders do. You're not talking about you. You're talking about everything else but you. In a movie theater, in the dark, around people that's saying, shh, shh.
I'm whispering in her ear.
About a movie theater? About a movie?
Yeah, in a movie theater. Yeah, about a movie.
And then
about myself, or about whatever I want to talk about.
But what say you, dog?
Well, I don't think you're wrong.
But
I think you can talk in the movie theater.
But what he's saying doesn't carry any weight.
Dean, that's because you think that's
what
he's saying.
Okay.
What if he watching the movie and the movie got no romantic shit in it, but the man and the woman is doing something, and he start telling her what they do, and he can see it happening, and he start explaining his version, and thusly why he liked what he's seeing. I can see that shit.
No, you can see that because you don't need a phone booth, motherfucker. Of course you can see it. He needs a phone booth. Come on, bud. You're right. I see what you're saying, but he doesn't.
What do you mean by I need a phone booth? What does that mean?
That means
and who you are, you have to turn into. See, we don't have to turn into nothing, man. We are who we are. We don't need no phone booth. Clark Kent needs the phone booth.
Was it any point in your life where you did need a phone booth?
No.
Where you did have to turn into something?
No. Maybe when I was a kid.
Wait,
I want to change, man. I do feel like I'm kind of weak.
Wait. Okay, young man. How long
you
been
nervous?
Hey, you gonna always be weak as long as you run your mouth instead of listening.
Yeah, instead of listening. How long have you been listening to Bud and I for?
2 or 3 years, probably.
You say how many years? Wait, how many?
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3. Okay. Do you see guys?
2 or 3 years.
Right. But then watch what you're saying. You've been listening or not listening. You've been hearing us for 2 or 3 years, but yet you say you want to change. You're full of shit. Right. You don't want to change.
Because we've been talking about the same shit for 2 or 3 years.
No, caller.
Change.
Caller. Your actions are not lining up with your thoughts, so you're full of shit. You don't want to change. How is it that you're listening to 2 or 3 years and you're not our student? I
have been a student.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Hey, Bud, you know what? I went to medical school for a week. I'm a bona fide doctor. I'm good. I could do surgery because I can. No. You're right, caller. You're right. It only takes a week guys, go to medical school or law school for a week and you'll be a bona fide lawyer because you went to school for a week. The bar of Bud and Associates. I want to be a lawyer. Can I work for your law firm? What's your qualifications? Well, hey, I went to law school for a week.
No, I was there for probably like 3 months, 4 months.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't take the bar. I was there for 3 months. So I'm a bona fide lawyer. So now can I work for you? So you don't you don't. Don't say I just. Say I can't, I don't, and I don't want to. That's who you are. And that's why you sound the way you fucking sound. It goes all the way back to what the fuck you are. You are what you are because you want to keep losing. You don't want to win. You don't.
No, I do want to win.
Okay, caller.
Hey, bro. Do you want to win or are you gonna
That's
win?
Why I'm calling. That's why I'm asking questions.
Hey, asking questions don't make you win, bro.
I want to figure it out.
How
It's not that I want to lose. That's not what I'm.
Caller.
That don't make sense.
Caller, that's asking again a surgeon, how do I operate? Well, I just asked the questions. That means I really want to know how to be a surgeon. Caller, how old do you say you're 30? Okay. You're 30, right? All right.
Right.
Okay. So for a 30-year-old person, you should have enough logic inside of you to realize that in order to learn, you just don't ask questions and then get defensive, number one. But number two, you become a student so you can actually learn what it is you want to know and learn. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you got to learn what you don't know.
That makes sense for sure.
But then why aren't you doing it?
I am gonna do it.
Oh my God. Okay, caller.
He said don't do it. He ain't doing it.
Once I get my next check,
caller,
I'm going to join the school. That's what I've been planning on doing.
Caller, what we're saying to you, young man, is this: is that the moment we spoke to you, you're not teachable. You want to know why? Because the first moment we spoke to you and explained some of your problems, you got defensive at us. What do you mean my voice sounds like this? You don't know me. How are you going to say, you see what you did? You didn't humble yourself. You didn't empty your cup.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand how I'm sounded, how I sound weak.
Okay, caller, if I sound like
you
this.
Sound weak because you have no authority in your voice.
None. You're like.
You sound weak because everything you say.
I don't understand that, man.
Hey man, how you gonna talk and you wanted some answers? Man, you sound weak for various reasons. You said, how do you sound weak?
Do I sound weak right now?
Yes.
How do I sound weak right now? I don't understand.
Listen. Please don't listen.
When I'm talking regular.
Sir, just listen to me. Listen to me. Please
so I regularly sound weak.
Please
everything
listen.
I say is just weak.
No, please listen, because you guys don't understand women. The moment you open your fucking mouth, every woman you talk to is going to know your story. Bud and I are not trying to pick you up. We have game. We recognize your story. They know your story. And they know you don't believe in yourself, because if you did, you wouldn't talk like that. Behave like this. Okay, if you were listening to the show earlier, we had a guy on earlier. Remember, Bud? He was 19. He was like this. Well, I had tough times and my life is all that. And then when he started to catch on to what we was putting down, he changed his tonalities, buddy. He started talking different. And he didn't even
everything about him changed.
Everything about him changed. You're not going to change from where you're at right now until you learn about what you are. You don't believe in yourself.
How do I believe in myself? How you do that?
Caller, you're 30 years old. Let me hold your hand. If I want to be a doctor, if I want to be a doctor, where do I need to go? Medical, and finish it. Come on. Medical school.
University.
Motherfuckers. Okay.
Hey, dude, if you want to be a boxer, what would you do?
Go to the gym.
And do what?
Yeah, it's not just go to the gym and just sit there and watch
boxing. Start sparring. Start hitting the bag.
No, because you're hitting it your way. You need a boxer.
You need a fucking trainer.
A trainer's going to teach you how to use the hips. You're probably you probably punching like this with your shoulders. He's gonna your arm, your arms and everything. You're that everybody's going to need somebody who has experience in the thing that they want to know to teach them to go beyond what they think. That's what you're not.
So how do I believe in myself? Could you answer that question?
Hey, man. Hey, listen. The way you believe in yourself is stop this kind of bullshit. All these questions you're asking, You know goddamn well you know how to believe in yourself, and that's stop lying to yourself. Stop making excuses.
Thank you.
Stop motherfucking trying to correlate something with some bullshit that you thinking. No, man, it's like what we saying, or you don't want it.
And you don't want it.
Then you ask us, how do we know? Because we deal with motherfuckers like you every time we come on.
Yeah, big guy. It's listen.
I
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
What? Why? No. No, I got you, big guy. Tell us what you did this weekend. What did you do Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, went to work.
Okay, what time?
And,
what time did you get off work?
At 10 o'clock.
Okay, what time did you go to work?
Oh.
What time?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So what time did you take your lunch break? Wait. Why are you laughing? Wait. Caller. Why are you snickering? I'm trying to help you. What's so funny? Tell me what's so funny. Why are you giggling like a girl? I'm asking you a simple. I'm trying to show you why you're losing. What did you do at lunchtime?
At 5 o'clock.
What did you do at 5 o'clock? Did you go to the mall and the food court to go see some women or anything? What did you do at 5 o'clock? That hour break did you have? What did you do in that hour break? Did you go to a place where you know women gonna be at? Maybe
went outside.
And did what?
Went outside and relaxed.
Right. Okay.
Ate some lunch and relaxed.
Relaxed. Okay. So when you got off at 10 o'clock, what did you do Friday night at 10 o'clock when you got off?
Went home.
Okay. And then you watched some TV and went to bed, yes?
Yep.
You know what I would do if I were you at 10 o'clock? I would get my ass in the shower, bud, prepare myself to get my ass out to that bar or club so they can meet this dick. But you want to go take showers and you want to watch TV. See the difference?
Hey, he one of them brothers that paid for a couple of girls to come by and knock on the door and give themselves to him.
Oh, no. DoorDash them some food, dog. They ain't giving themselves to him.
DoorDash.
Yeah, DoorDash.
DoorDash.
You went with DoorDash, man. Come on, man.
No, I'm one of them brothers that's trying to help other brothers and trying to.
Sir,
no, you not, man. Hey, no, you not, bro.
No.
Hey, do you listen to Dean and myself? Do you ever hear us say
well,
Do you hear us ever?
Ever?
Yeah, I hear y'all say sometimes.
You don't hear us say
When we say
Neither one of us.
See my whole point.
You think we do because you just know that. But let me tell
Why
you something,
y'all
bro.
acting like y'all shit don't stink?
Okay.
Hey, no, man, that ain't what we acting like. We acting like we believe in what the fuck we saying and do not believe what the fuck you saying.
So why can't I believe in what I'm saying?
Then why the fuck are you calling?
Why are you calling if you believe it?
If you believe, then why the fuck you calling us telling you need help then? Why are you calling us? Crickets, right?
Because y'all actually, I do actually believe in y'all.
No, you don't believe.
Hey, bro, you might believe what you want to believe when it agrees with you.
No,
but if it don't agree with you,
you get mad.
Agree.
You just heard what you just said a second ago. Just because we don't say and you say and everything you do, you got mad at us.
I ain't really get mad at y'all.
Dog,
well, we don't say
but you do, but then you got all feminine and shit and got all mad. But
because he know or he should know it's whack to be talking about and then when you talking to a person like you know what I mean, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nobody know what the fuck you mean.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. So Carla, what'd you do Saturday night? Wait. So caller. So then it begs, okay, can we agree that action equals truth? Can we agree on that?
Action equals truth?
Yeah, can we get simple? Action equals truth. Your actions will equal your truth. Can you agree on that?
That makes sense.
No, it's just a simple yes or no. Now it makes sense. Do you or don't you agree on that? Yes or no?
He's one of them today, motherfuckers. He ain't got no opinion.
It's crazy to me. So,
He ain't got no opinion, man, and he ain't gonna stand up on it.
Right, he ain't standing up because you know we got you. So here's the problem: you don't want to learn, you don't want to grow, and you don't want to do shit because your actions show that you don't want to do shit. Does that make any sense? And that's why we said you're fucking lying. You don't want to grow and you don't want to learn, sir. Does that make sense to you?
Nah.
Well,
hey, bro, if you wanted to learn something, wouldn't you do? Hey, if you kept running out the front door, stubbing your toe when you get to the door, and it's hurting, now you finna run out the door again. Don't you think you're gonna do something different?
Yeah.
Well, you're not doing anything different now. You're doing the same shit, and you're expecting different results.
Yes. Why aren't you going out?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Caller, you're 30 years old. You want to meet women. So what environment after 10 o'clock are women going to be in?
In your dreams?
About me.
Are they going to be in your dreams, caller?
You said what?
Are they going to be in your dreams?
Maybe.
All right, we're gonna let you go, dog. This ain't for you, dog. This ain't for you, dog. Look, I seriously, dog.
No, but
this
I
ain't
am.
for you.
I am
goodbye.
gonna,
This ain't goodbye. This ain't for you, dog. I can't, dog. We can't. Look, dog. We guys, y'all can't say we're not trying to help, but we can't help ignorant ass people, dog. The game ain't for everybody.
But we ain't helping you the way you want to be helped.
Yeah.
We helping you the way we help.
Yeah. This is not gonna help you when you just don't want to follow. And you guys say you want these things, but how are you getting these things when you're not doing anything? Okay, and wait, let's go to point 7, Bud, real quick before we wrap this up. Y'all guys assume that the dating is broken. You assume women are not good anymore. So what do? Give up. Y'all are jaded and you quit on yourselves. And this bitterness, Bud, and blaming and everything, Bud, is why y'all have so many issues out there.
Hey, the thing is, they really need approval.
Yes.
And unless they get approval, they can't move. So what we need to do is try to emphasize to you the only approval you need is the approval you give yourself when you be honest with your goddamn self.
Yeah.
Most of this shit can be handled by being honest with yourself.
That's it. Yeah. And real quick, CG, and you guys are about to wrap it up. If y'all want to ask one more question, y'all can. But you're saying I gave up. Well, you didn't. Okay. Only thing you gave up on is yourself.
Really?
And that's how crazy y'all don't. Yeah. You give up because you haven't created anything but to give into. You know what I mean? We create, and everything we create, we give into that makes us who we are. A 2J, ask your question and don't just put a Q. Ask the question, sir. Hurry up and ask your question, please. But as we're saying, guys, this is what's wrong, guys. Y'all are in the spring. There's going to be another few months of y'all losing out because women are coming out of hibernation. Y'all are messing up, okay? Y'all guys need to learn this game and lock it in. So, guys, last question. If you got a question, go ahead, 2J, ask your question because we're about to wrap it up. So let us know. Or we're about to go and wrap this up. But, Bud, what's your final thoughts on what we're talking about, Bud, before we wrap this joint up, man?
Man, my final thought is that if you don't want to become jaded, if you don't want to be a quitter, if you don't want to continue to live and feel like you feel, you need to change your constitution when it comes to what you think about women.
Okay, you're asking how do you find the right one? By looking in the mirror. The right one is the person you see in the mirror, man. That's the only one, Bud. I don't think they understand.
You might have been talking about the right woman.
Oh well. He's not going to find the right anything if he doesn't
find the right him.
Right, you got to find the right you, guys. Y'all are got to stop placing women in front of you. I don't know why y'all keep doing this. Put yourself first. Didn't Bud say in the beginning, I don't care if it's eating breakfast. I want to win. I want to be first. Wait, Bud, when we were in Las Vegas, did you eat first when we had breakfast? we took you to breakfast. Did you eat first?
Hey, Dean, you must don't remember that goddamn breakfast you took me to.
Yeah, we took you to we took Bud to a buffet.
Hey, man, this motherfucker had about 5 plates of goddamn breakfast. No, I didn't finish. No, I did finish first, but it was because you had second, third, and fourth. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm finna get on, man. I gotta go make a couple of moves.
All right, so guys, we will see you guys next Monday, guys. I will be doing a show later on tonight, man, at 8 East, guys. We appreciate you guys out here, guys. Okay, and y'all need to get at us, man. We'll talk to y'all later, man. We out this joint.